Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Gunner here, and today we're going to be doing a little invasive control. Now, you guys have heard me talk about here through the springtime and winter months a lot about burning. Now, we actually did multiple control burns here this year, not only to control some of the thatch buildup with some of my switchgrass screenings and regenerating fence lines, promoting some new native growth in areas. Not just for that, but at the same time for controlling invasive plants. Now, some of the areas that I have major problems with invasives, I don't necessarily have enough fire load to run a complete control burn through the area. This being one of those areas. I might end up trying it here next spring, but looking at it right now, I don't know that I have enough fire load from leaves and debris and twigs to get a successful burn through here, and at the same time get it hot enough to successfully kill off or top kill a lot of those invasives. Now, this area in specific is really bad with honeysuckle, bush honeysuckle. There's some multiflora rose in here. There's a few buckthorn, but I've taken care of most of those with a chemical application. But I want to talk to you about my method now here today with killing these invasives. Now, with fire, it can be a little bit picky, right? With a control burn, it's difficult to keep a fire in an area long enough and keep it hot enough in that same area to effectively kill off those invasives. It has to have a lot of fire load, and it has to burn hot for, in my opinion, at least 30 seconds. That's what I'm going to be doing here today. I'm taking a blowtorch hooked up to an LP tank here. This is my kind of redneck put together here. I got a backpack, old baseball backpack that I stuck this tank in so I don't have to carry it around, because I've done that before. It's not fun. It's too heavy. Always moving it. I'm putting this on my back here today, taking it for a test drive. And what I'm doing is, all I have to do is I have to light this end of the wand here, and I can control my throttle with this lever that either gets it hotter with a little bit more pressure behind it, or it'll dim it back and it'll just be kind of a spit flame. But what I'm doing is I'm going to each of these invasive plants and I'm holding that torch on the stem, right on the base. And what that's doing, now that we're in springtime and all of these invasives, are most of them, have started greening up and starting to push nutrients up to the top of the tree and create leaves and grow. Once you kill the roots there, that plant is essentially losing all of its nutrients and its ability to grow. But we're effectively killing that big growth, that big tree that's already been created. So it's a really good way to avoid using chemicals, which you guys know I'm not a huge fan of using chemicals for a lot of different applications and a lot of different reasons. I'm going to more of the no-till, no-spray cover crop rotations with my food plots, and at the same time I'm going more of a natural route with my invasive control and my regeneration control with that fire. So I'm not having to go in here with like a foliar sprayer, which those are very effective. But at the same time, if you have any sort of wind like we have today, that's carrying into areas that I don't necessarily want it to. It's going to kill that plant very quickly. The plant's going to uptake that spray through the leaves very quickly, and it's going to kill it, no doubt. But in an area like this where it's still fairly open, it's not completely all the way greened up, and I can pick and choose, I can pick out where my invasives are, and I can still access them very easily. I'm just going to go ahead and run this torch right on the base and kill them that way. So I've done this multiple times over the last few years, and that sweet spot that I like to ride in is that 20 to 30 seconds, get it nice and hot, and you can actually see sometimes those leaves wilting over because it does a number on these plants. So the only thing I'm making sure of is not setting the woods on fire, but we've had a lot of rain here the last few weeks. So I'm not too worried about that, but we're going to go ahead and we're going to dive in here and we're going to pick and choose those invasives out of here, and we're going to torch kill them with a nice new backpack setup that I've got rolling here. So if you guys do have some of those invasives that you're trying to control right now, is a great time to run out there, hit them with a fire right around the base. And if you're trying to avoid that chemical usage, this here blowtorch is going to do that for you. It's going to kill them very effectively, and you're not going to have those dangers of drifting with your spray, killing other beneficial plants or trees that you might have in the area, and at the same time keeping it off yourself, keeping it out of your lungs, your face, and off your skin. So that's what we're up to here today. I know it's been a while since we kicked out a video. I've been extremely busy. I've been running all over the country here, but we're not slacking when it comes to whitetail chores, habitat chores. I've got a water hole that I already installed here this spring. I'll probably jump over there here and talk about that a little bit after a while. We've got some dogwood plantings that we've already done. 75 dogwoods have hit the ground, all of them protected. We've got fruit trees coming that we need to get in the ground and get established. And it's been a lot of fun. We've been riding this roller coaster of, you know, busy season, got to get things done. I don't always have the time to bring the camera along, but we're going to try to do a little bit better job of that here coming up. So hope you guys are having a good one and getting after the habitat work here this spring.